guys, and welcome to your March forecast. Happy birthday, first and foremost. And I know, no matter where you are, this is going to be a tricky month, right? We are all kind of suffering the same consequences, and this is not going to matter so much to what sign you are, but rather to how mentally prepared you are, and also what kind of physical shape you are. So this is going to be a mystery card for later, and let's see what I can see and unlock for this particular month. This one wants to come out. This one wants to come out, but let's go in Celtic Cross. The Hanging Cat. It's weird. I did the tarot for myself, and I got the same card. It's kind of like, heck, I'm stuck. You know, I have to start understanding this. Okay, so let's see what else. You're getting some cards that want to speak. Consequences. Yeah, you're feeling that you're at the end of something that you did not deserve. You're really feeling it, given that this is your time. It's Aries season, but Aries season is going to be connected with deaths, with disaster. If you guys haven't heard my astrology kind of like forecast, I do advise that you check it out as well. And look at that. And I got a few cards here which I can put here, but I also have 2 extras, and let's use that for your reading. These readings are not going to be very long, because instead of monthlies, I really prefer to just check in like really often, and because things are evolving day by day, and that way we can see where it's going. So you have 11 and 12 major arcanas, so 2 major arcanas from all, which means that somehow on the on the fly on your seat, you'll be getting through things, right? You'll be kind of like helping yourself in more ways than one. But I'm also seeing this immense, look at this, is a 2, then I see a 2 over here. So 2, 2, 2. I have 3 2s. 2s are always about, let me just put this a little bit closer to you. 2s kind of like makes us wonder if we are making the right decision. You know, it's always, it feels that the grass is greener somewhere else. You finally get this job, they tell you I'm hiring you, and then you also get a call, well, you know, we would like to hire you, and you know, like the pay is great, and and it's the other company to really want to work for us. It's like, no, what do I do now? It's that state of mind when it's really hard for us to move in a new direction, and that's kind of like exemplified with the floating cat. So this is the thing, you need to kind of like get back on your feet, and you're looking at it and trying to see, how do you make this twist? How do you go this 180 degrees? Now this card, like, right, on one hand you want to go get out of it, on the other hand you made this wrong jump and now you're landing back. So it's going to feel like that. You're going to have very strong duality. You're going to feel like I'm resolute. You're going to feel that you're making a decision, you're going in some direction, and then you're going to go bang, right? Something really happens. It's going to be really frustrating. You also have 3 3s over here, so it's, I can see that you're trying to push. I can see that you really want to go in that direction, right? I also feel that the others are not going to be feeling you this month. You're not going to get lots of love. It's going to get to the point that you might feel very disappointed, and that's really weird, because you know what's going to turn them off? The very thing about who you are. In a sense, that's a good thing. You're going to see their true colors, right? You're going to see, because there's like somebody who kind of like was cuddly or romancing. You're having like this sea tom over here, and sea tom, like Knight of Cups, is a really lovely creature. Where is my little prop? Over here. That is like a freaking sea tom, like somebody who you really like, somebody who kind of like warms up your heart. But then sea tom goes reverse, and then this lovely creature that you want to call, hey sweetie, how are you doing? I cannot come, you're still dealing with this freaking virus. And the person goes, and then you go, okay, what did I do? Nothing. Just, it's not in my power. And why do we need to control things like that? And this is kind of like, I'm trying to see it how you see it, but don't you see a bigger picture? There's like much bigger picture than that also. And it almost looks like that you have been on the receiving end of something for a while. And look at these two directions that I'm seeing. One is going toward the sea tone, another one, and where is my ruler? Maybe it's easier, right? Toward the sea tone, another one toward this earth kitten. So this can mean that you have, you know, partner with a child in your life, or that you have like partner with a child as one unit, or partner and the child is two different units, and two of them are sort of like almost going in two different directions. There is like this consequences card or justice that is really shown in the past over here. There's like something tangled up, something is messy, usually really good card. It's a karmic card, right? So you have, this is one of the majors, which is really, really important. It is positioning in the past, but that past is affecting you. It's affecting you big times. By the way, this is also 2, so it's 2, 2, 2, and 2 that we have, right? This card is going to be very important also to address. Now, you're going to get somebody's true colors to be revealed to you, and it's going to be something that honestly you did not expect. You have been moving into something very slow, very much unlike who you are. You thought you're doing all the right steps, you're dotting all your I's, you're crossing all your T's, but ta-da, the other person that you're probably dealing with is very controlling. I really feel that you have been also talking with your friends, right? And that your friends have told you, well, you know, you shouldn't move forward, right? Things, but this person should not really work out. There is like some kind of like tension that I see on that level as well. Or it could simply mean that your friends are to you a big source of comfort where that person isn't, if you have somebody special. Or it just simply means that if you're dealing with somebody or trying to go in that direction, that people are not very receptive. And it's not affecting your confidence, but it's clearly affecting your filter, and you're losing your freaking filter. You're getting to this point where you will just burst out. It just kind of like feels that way, right? So it's going to be really needed for you to juggle things. 2 of Pentacles, very important. You have a 2 of Pentacles, and in the fear and hopes segment you have 5 of Earth, which reverse, which is good. In this card we see this kitty outside, and looking, this kitty is inside, but they're cuddling, and they have the fireplace, and they have that warm dish of food. What else the cat cannot want? But what they don't have is freedom. What they don't have is like mingling outside. And frankly, we shouldn't amortize these kittens too much, because actually cats don't mind being outside. You will actually see them even sometimes choosing to go and sit and do something like that. 5 of Earth is generally talking about not having this warm and fuzzy feeling, because something that you really, really want is unachievable for you at this stage. But it's reversed, which means the door is opening, which means something is changing. Maybe somebody finally is paying attention. But you really need to be diligent. You really need to stay out of poo-poo over here. Look at that. So that's something really hit this kind of like honeypot over here. It's, the fire is flying everywhere. It's kind of like, save yourself. I really feel that you're a type that gets stressed out if other people are not being well taken care of in your vicinity, and something is really breaking your heart this month. Maybe this whole global things, because we are going to be thinking global. That's why it's very hard for me to do the reading. You're getting this proverbial 3 of Swords or 3 of Sky over here. Look at it. Everybody's creating damage. Every single one contributes to it, and I really think you're a little bit frustrated with looking at it and how things are evolving, how things are actually progressing. It's going to be a very revealing month for you. It's going to be frustrating because you cannot do much more to help. So let's see what we got here. No wonder you got trickery card. Well, this card is really interesting that you got it. So what do we see? We see a green dragon with a really, really big acorn. And then we see a little, if I say the word tiger, it'll freak out, squirrely, with kind of like a little box. So the story goes that the dragon with this like mega size of this acorn is kind of like happy because that's just enough to get him through winter, right? But the squirrel kind of like spies on basically the huge kind of like acorn and kind of looks at, I must have it, I must have it, I must have it thing, right? So it's kind of like really weird, because then they had, I think, something like a forest contest where the squirrel wanted to win it, right? So squirrel kind of like went to the dragon and he said, look, 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 I have a basket, right? So lift it up. But what the dragon doesn't know, because he lifts it up and it's pretty heavy, that the squirrel put the basically rocks on the bottom and just like tiny little acorns on the top, right? So, you know, the dragon goes and it's kind of like heavy and he says, no, you know, I'm going to grab it away from you. I'm not going to trade it. I'm bigger. I'm dragon, right? But when this was happening, when this motion was happening, the acorn fell, right? And it started to roll over and went over the cliff or something like that. Both of them lost. So now the dragon has lost food and the squirrel is disqualified from the contest because of cheating. So both of them look really foolish. So this is also talking about trying times and doing desperate measures, which we have seen over here in your thermometer, in your forecast, if you wish. So during trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't demand it. Ask it nicely. Don't be disappointed if it doesn't come from the place you expect, and most likely for you it won't. But you also need to be able to stay the course and speak your truth. Manipulating others or somebody trying to manipulate you is clearly not going to work. You need to figure out what you really need to say. So it's going to be about honesty with yourself and with the others, and you need to really, really stay clear of any appearance of greed or anything like that. If you have to figure out which one is you. Are you the dragon or are you the squirrel? So let me know. Let me know in the comments, especially if you're cross watchers. The cross watchers are usually the most blunt. This is what happened to me. But it doesn't mean it applies to all Aries, so you just keep this in mind. Guys, I am open for business. Luckily, I'm one of the lucky ones that can do that. So if you need a reading, let me know. Contact me via email so we can discuss what you really need. I can be more flexible. I actually just cleaned my plate. I only have a few readings left, which are going to be done as soon as I finish my I don't even want to call them monthlies, these forecasts. So cattarot.ca, looking forward to hearing from you. Readings are open and it can benefit you very much. I love you. I wish you all the best and stay the course.